Good Day State Line is brought to you by Nitro Orthopedics. Personalized attention for every patient. Local support for our community.
Welcome back to Good Day State Line. COVID has taken a toll on all of us here in the State Line, even more so, though, for those who are part of Miss Carly's community. Miss Carly and her daughter Wednesday are here today to talk about that this morning. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for being here. So we want to know, how COVID has affected what you do for the community.
So, we started really small. We were just a family that opened our doors up and started feeding people right on our own kitchen table. And it sort of grew exponentially. And then when the virus hit, we went from feeding about 150 people a day to 1,000 people a day.
Oh my gosh.
And some days we hit that number still. We seem to be hovering around 700 lunches a day, but the need for sustenance has just grown exponentially.
And it's so important, we're so thankful that you were here today. First of all, because you said you have very little free time. You don't make it out of your house a lot, so thank you for joining us, both of you.
It's a pleasure.
But, a lot of us need to be reminded sometimes about the other parts of the community, aside from our own homes, because everyone really has struggled this year in some way or another, but the homeless community even more so.
Yeah, one of the things that I've noticed is I feel like I'm a glorified Googler sometimes. Having lack of access to internet, a lot of homeless people would go to the libraries or various hotspots around town. They haven't had access to the internet. Now everything is required internet only. For instance, the Social Security Department, the DMV, applying for Link, all of those things are internet-based now, and that's really difficult when you don't have a phone or internet or a computer or a printer.
Absolutely.
So a lot of what I do is sit at the computer with people and connect them with resources.
And that's so important, so important now, so even more, than ever. And one of the things that you do, we want to talk about, is you get people into drug treatment or out of trafficking. So what does that entail, and has that changed a lot this year?
Yes. So a lot more people, it seems, are just desperate for a change. The virus has caused people, I think, to really look at their lives. Everybody, just because there's more time, we've had to slow down and face ourselves a little more. But there's more pressure because there's less resources available too. So it's just gotten harder out there for people. And we love to smash some barriers, as I always say, and get people into drug treatment. One of the issues with getting people into drug treatment is it's normally a 6 to 8 week waiting list.
Okay.
And you have to call every day on this waiting list in order to get your bed. Now, if you don't have a phone, and when the bed comes up, then they're going to call you, and if you don't answer the phone, they'll give the bed to somebody else. That could be really trying when you don't have a phone, you don't have an address,
Absolutely.
You don't have health insurance, you don't have an ID. So we try to meet all those needs and just expedite people getting into treatment. We typically can do it within 24 to 36 hours.
Wow.
Yeah. So what we do is we take them to Chicago, and we have resources there, people we have working relationships with, and we make sure that they have everything they need before they go. So they have clean clothes, socks, underwear, hygiene products. We even buy them cigarettes, because if cigarettes are going to make or break your decision to go to treatment, we're going to get you some cigarettes.
Sure.
Even most doctors I've talked to would say that people shouldn't quit both things at one time.
Okay.
It's just too much to handle, really. So we like to just make it a simple solution. If you want to go to rehab, if you want to get off drugs and quit committing crimes, let's get you off the drugs and stop you from committing crimes. It just seems like a really simple solution to me. And if someone's ready to do it, there shouldn't be any barriers.
Absolutely. So how can the community help you?
Well, we always need sack lunch items. That's our biggest thing.
Okay.
It's our biggest expense as well. So we need lunch meat, cheese, any sort of single-serve beverages, chips, cookies, anything you would throw in a kid's lunch.
Sure.
We just throw a little bit more in there because we're feeding men, women, lots of families. And besides that, we always need well, money.
Absolutely.
It costs a lot of money to get these trafficked women to safety. We buy them phones, teach them how to hide them outside. We double Ziploc bag them and find a place that is common ground for them, an area where they're in a lot. We teach them how to hide a phone so that they can get to it when they need to get to safety. And a lot of times we have to put people in motels because there just isn't enough shelter for people. So money is always a huge thing, and you can go to misscarleys.org/donate. We always need sandwich makers too. We make a lot of sandwiches, tons. We're fortunate to have some churches that help us with that. Grace United Methodist supplies us with a lot of sandwiches that they make at their church. But we always need sandwich makers. So you can go to misscarleys.org/volunteer. And we are full on clothes right now, but we need toys. We pass out toys every Christmas, and we get so many families. We see so many families who are fleeing domestic violence, or just in between, housing, living in cars, living at the mission, and we really want to make Christmas special for them. So we have special Christmas list on Amazon that is toys that we've picked out for kids that are in transition or have experienced a lot of trauma. Things like little pop-up tents so they could have their own safe space. Legos, because you can play with those endlessly. Play-Doh, slime, things like that that are sensory play, which is really good when you've
So I know that you always update your Facebook page and everything. We do have a few things Danica is going to bring over for you. She's coming through. She'll probably walk right in front of the camera.
Oh, beautiful.
To donate this. And of course, we can go to your website, misscarleys.org, so we can find out exactly what you might need. And before we go, Wednesday, you have an important job at Miss Carleys. What do you do?
I make sure people have masks on.
That's right, and she's sitting here with her mask on, making sure that everyone who comes by wears a mask, because of course when you're serving the community and you have so many people that need your help, you know, we still got to remember that we are in the middle of a pandemic.
We have to be vigilant. We've had to adapt and change our processes, but the bottom line is there's so many people who go without meals every single day. The average homeless person gets 1 to 2 meals a day, and we really want to just make it easier, and the sack lunches have done that. They don't have to be there at a specific time. They can come anytime, 24/7. And I sit up all night long and I pass out lunches, and that's how I have the relationships with the trafficked women, because that's when they're out. And that's the different thing about our place, is it's 24/7, and people are welcomed in and accepted right where they're at. You know, it's boots on the ground.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that with us, and we hope that everyone finds some time to visit your website and get those lunch ingredients to you. Thank you so much for coming today.
Thank you.
Coming up next on Good Day State Line, we found the perfect techie gifts for everyone on your list this year. And you know what time it is right now, though, right? We have to name our Fan of the Week. So we asked you on Facebook, how many presents do you have wrapped and ready to go? Our fan of the week this week is Dee. She has 0 presents wrapped under the tree, but she is our winner. We did ask this on Monday, though, so maybe she has wrapped a few by then. You can be our fan of the week next week. Just make sure to follow the Good Day State Line Facebook page and look for a post tomorrow with next week's question. We'll be right back.
This portion of Good Day State Line is brought to you by Nitro Orthopedics. Personalized attention for every patient. Local support for our community.